This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Hey, you know what? If it's Tuesday, it's Giving Tuesday. I decided this. I think every Tuesday should be Giving Tuesday. And I decided to do that last week. Why have one once a year? I said, we're going to do it every Tuesday for the rest of the year. So when it comes to all of this, hey, this is Brian Sebastian, movie reviews and more, live from the Cute Booty Lounge. Women would love this. And I kept thinking of, not Terry, but, because she's been here, but I kept thinking of Linda Steele specifically, because I know Linda likes this stuff. But it's one of those things where, hey, you can't go wrong with the fabric and everything like this that I really, really love. Now, this is the men's stuff. And they have one of the other things that I like on here. This is the men's Cute Booty boxers. Now, they weren't making stuff for men. Yes, Terry, I got another free copy today of things. This is all for guys. So
I love this stuff.
You do love this stuff. So here with that, let's get this going. So, all right. Oh, and thank you for that, Roxy, because we had to show that. And you women and people around the world will love this. So in the bongo section, you got super sale where you buy two and get one for free. And you have to use, see, I knew it, Linda. I could hear you.
Yes.
So the code for this, Terry, and everybody else around the world is 3 please. 3 please. And like I said, the reason why I like it here, because Terry, why not be here, right? So here we go. Live on Talk4 Media, Radio, TV, and radio podcasting. K4HD Radio, iHeartRadio, Roku, Amazon Music, Spotify, Pandora, Apple TV, streaming on Worldwide TV Network, WomanOnTV.tv, iTunes 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee, where we have now 4,700,000 views and still counting in Tennessee alone. And with that, I'm excited for this show because we have Spencer on from HomeGrid Energy. I've been waiting for this. I love this product that he has. Maybe my friend Mary from Pterodactyl will jump on. She's having issues, but we shall see. She might be there. She's still having issues, I think. And then the other thing, we have a couple things coming up, Popper and Barkley, Bubble Huts, and a couple other things like that. So let's get into this. Linda, I got to start off with you. And the reason why, what's been happening with you? We haven't had you on for a couple of weeks because you've been busy.
I've been super busy. Not only have I picked up some new clients with my new gym opening, but I have been taking some acting lessons for the movie that I'm going to be in. And so we're going to be starting to film some trailers soon. And so I'll be taking a trip to New Jersey sometime in January, I believe. And so that's really exciting. And in addition to that, I have been in contact with publisher Hasmark Publishing and the editors, and I'm getting moving on my book. Like, my book is almost there. So I'm happy about that.
That's good.
Kudos to you.
Yes. Right. Moving right along.
And what has happened with Macrame Meals?
Macrame Meals is killing it. Every week we're building more and more regular customers, and it's going very well. We started selling them out of the gym. It took a little while to actually do that for certain reasons, but we have people who are so interested in it, and so we have them going out of the gym. I have a couple corporate accounts that Kendall landed. She, met somebody on an airplane and she was just selling herself. And
Good.
so we've been picking up corporate accounts too. So it's really, we are moving and shaking. Every week is something new. Crazy.
All right. That sounds really good. I'm glad to hear that. And I can't wait to see your one fan, even though you have many around the world.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for that one because he comes in every Tuesday and he's like, where's Linda? And I think that's great.
That is so great. I'm so flattered when stuff like that happens. I can't wait to see who it is.
All right. So Tosh, just talk about what you got going on right.
Oh my God, there's been so much going on. A lot of great news with Que Paso, my latest single. It just reached a radio station in South Africa last week. So that is amazing. I'm very proud of myself. Yes, and also in the works, I am talking to a radio station in Orlando that's interested in playing the song. So it's an indie radio station. So there's been lots of cool stuff happening. Que Paso is still bumping, so I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm traveling to LA in February, so it's a lot of good stuff is going on.
Great. Yeah, we're gonna get a chance to see everybody. I'm just putting everybody together. Spencer, I told you this. I'm putting everybody together on the roof. Oh, you know what? I better not say. I'm not going to say anything because I'll have everybody chiming in wanting to come. I ain't going to say anything yet. So also, Tosh, we got to talk about, you were just on Karen Glasser's show. She's coming up next week. Linda, I hope you're on next week because I want you to meet her.
Yes,
Karen I will do my best.
Go ahead, Tosh. Talk about your being on Karen's show. That's important.
Yeah. Karen was amazing. If she's look, it's James.
It's James. Okay. Hi, James. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in every week. That's so great. It makes me feel so good.
That's great.
I love fans like that. That's awesome.
I know it. It's so great.
James, it's good to see you. We have to always acknowledge people whenever they're coming in from around the world. I think that's great.
That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Hey, Tosh, talk about Karen. Go ahead real quick.
Yes. So Karen, it was such a great show. We had great conversations. We talked about you. We talked about my music video, how everything was kind of more like a family affair, kind of, building the music video, the songs. And it was a very nice show, so interactive. She's such a sweet, sweet lady. And I honestly enjoyed it. If she's watching it, thank you, Karen, for inviting me because it was really nice.
Yeah, she is. She does watch, which is interesting. We have, and Linda, we had her on a show and I liked her and I said, I've got to do something with her. And then she liked Tosh. Terry was on the show. So we have to get nonstop going up next. There's Linda's mom.
And there's Barbara. Hi, Miss Barbara, mommy.
So
possibly my biggest fan just tuned in, Barbara Biancalana.
Yes. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So Spencer going to Terry next. This is one reason why this is some of our co-hosts. It's good to see everybody. We haven't seen each other in 2 years. I'm putting everybody together. What I talked to you about offline, our special get together of things coming up in February, and I look forward to doing this. All right, Spencer, I've been waiting for this because I love this company. I was turned on to it by my partner Monte LeBeau. Let's talk about HomeGrid Energy. Why it's important. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, thank you, and I'm very excited to be on this with you. So we're in the energy storage space. So we do residential and large commercial utility batteries. I don't know if you saw, but earlier, I think it was in February, there was that big storm in Texas, and it left people without power for about a week.
Yep.
And it kind of brought awareness that the grid isn't as stable as most people had assumed. And then obviously with the large climate problems, people are looking for a better solution. So we feel like we have best-in-class technology. Tesla opened the market, and now there's some really great solutions coming out. Basically, on the residential side, what you're looking at is if you pair it with solar, we make it so you never have to draw from the grid. If the power goes out, you don't even see a flicker. Your house keeps going. Your Wi-Fi still runs. Your fridge is good. Everything's good. So we also do large microgrids, and utilities are starting to shift over. It's kind of like when landlines went out. Yeah, and the cell phone wave came in. You're starting to see the old grid was gone, and now it's shifting into everyone being their own microgrid. So it's super exciting. We were actually my partner, he was part of the initial group that invented this new chemistry. It's very safe, very stable. People don't have to worry about any combustion on their home. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, see, and the interesting thing about this is not going to go away. Your batteries are environmentally friendly, sustainable, which is why I like that. But also, Tosh in Florida, you know, the water levels rising up. Linda's got a gym in Chicago. So when the power goes out, this is why I like these batteries. I'm going to have this on the ranch. And I think, Roxy, maybe we have an image that we can show of that from HomeGrid Energy. But I love the way it looks. And talk about why that's important again when the power is going out and we're having things, because the grid is overtaxed.
Yeah, well, and even in California, that large Dixie fire was started because of a large spark from, so PG&E is way overtaxed over in Northern Cal, and they have really old equipment. And so it was getting these massive sparks from old equipment, caught some brush, and burned down half of them on one of the most beautiful forests in the U.S. So it's clearly, you know, this is a systemic problem from the smallest level to the largest level. We have the tech, and so there's no reason why we should be sticking with, you know, burning fossil fuels when we have this large thermonuclear generator in the sky feeding us more than enough energy for each home, for each community. So we just wanted to be in the space where we can fill the need, you know, on the residential and commercial level for that storage. So I don't know if you have the image. On the residential side, the nice thing is our batteries are modular. They work like Lego stacks. So it looks really good, and it's really easy to stack up and find the right size for your home. Every home is different as far as like how much they consume and what they're looking for. Yeah, so this is our 4 module. This is about 20 kilowatt hours. That's about average for each home. Yeah, that'll keep you running. So basically, your solar is going to provide enough, you know, until 4 p.m. and then maybe 4 to 5, and you know, then you're not getting as much production out of it. Your battery will kick on and compensate for the rest of the night, which is usually when people come home anyways from work. So that'll offset the rest of your consumption. Yeah, and that's kind of one of the smaller ones. Wall mount looks really good. So that one works really well for like apartments, condos.
And talk about this. Usually after 4 o'clock is when your bill starts to go up, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. In California, you guys, and they're actually shifting in this throughout the rest of the country. They call it peak rates. So from 4 to 9, power actually is, you know, sometimes even 2 to 3 times. 2 to 3 times more expensive. So in some areas, it's actually much cheaper to go this route than to pay your utility bill. And what we actually feel is we're not competing with other battery companies. We're competing with the grid. We want to make this so affordable that it makes more sense than sticking with your utility bill. And so at that point, you know, 400 million Americans. So we feel like, and this is global. We're actually seeing a lot of interest in Latin America and Southeast Asia and Europe. So it's exciting.
Well, this is why we like to find those products that can cut down on money, because it's all about saving money. So have you tried this in a gym yet? Because Linda's got a gym. So I kept thinking about that, how that would work. What say you? Yeah,
a gym would actually work really well. Absolutely. There's a lot of consumption. One thing, especially with the gym, or what we're seeing, it depends on the area, but in certain areas, just turning on all the equipment can cause a spike in your power. You guys have like large AC units. So in some areas, you even have this thing called a demand charge. And what a battery can do is, instead of it going and spiking above that level, it just chops off that upper limit. And so it keeps your bill low.
So I do have a question for you. So this product that you have, I was under the impression it was to be used kind of like a generator if the power goes out. But it sounds like you're talking about using it instead of electricity, instead of ComEd for us here in Illinois. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, it's shifting that way. That's exactly right.
Huh.
So yeah, it's going from, instead of being a really nice generator, it's going to, especially in the next 2 to 3 years, it will shift where in most states it pencils out better than the grid. So you really just have it as, you know, you pair it with solar and then you off from the grid.
Wow.
See, and that's why I like that, Linda, because this is how you cut down on the bills. It's about finding those products. And like I said, this is the best battery that nobody knows of in the world. And that's why I wanted to jump on this right away. So again, Spencer, this is why I wanted you on. This is movie reviews and more. It's about finding those great products that people don't know about, but also saving a lot of money. And especially when you caught me after 4 o'clock. I said, because when people come home, all of a sudden everything goes on.
You know,
we have no bill.
We had a power outage last week. It was actually a scheduled outage, and we have another one scheduled for this week. Fortunately, the one last week was about an hour and a half. This one is scheduled for 4 hours. And wow. I mean, I have food. I have a meal prep company. I have food in the freezer. What am I supposed to do with this? But do you think ComEd cares about me? No.
Is there a reason why they're doing that?
They didn't say why. They're just doing some scheduled maintenance. So I guess, at least they were kind enough to let us know it's happening, but that doesn't do me any good.
No.
Often they have to replace old equipment. But I think, the consumption is only going up. Electric vehicles, are on the rise. And so it's only going to tax more and more. So battery prices are plummeting. It's awesome. It's like these electric vehicles with massive increase in production of batteries is driving the price down significantly. We anticipate it's going to be in about 3 to 4 years. Prices will even be, a third of what they are today. So it's the market's only getting better and better around the world.
How long do these batteries last? Like just buying one, how long can that last for like a house or?
That's a great question. All depends on the consumption. And that's why each module is about 5 kilowatt hours. And what that means for you guys is like that 20 would compensate for about 2/3 of the average home, because each home uses about 30 to 35 kilowatt hours on average. So as long as we just size it, we look at how much solar you have, and then we just size it to make it so it'll last from like 4 p.m. to about 8 or 9 the next day. So when your solar kicks back on, you're good to go. But we can make it obviously so it lasts as long as, we can make huge batteries.
And that was one of the... Oh, go ahead, Terry.
Oh, no. I just said my power has gone out like 3 or 4 times in the last 3 months. Brian, because I've called you and told you. But I would like one just for being in Southern California in general, for earthquakes.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I have like a kit in my garage of, emergency food. I just think everybody needs to be prepared for the worst. It's just better than you're just not off guard. And earthquakes is a reality in California. So.
And a lot of people work from home now, so you can't just not have Wi-Fi, right? It's not only just like a convenience thing. It can like really mess up if you have work or school from home. Not having Wi-Fi can be pretty critical to, increase or decrease of like your overall production in work or school. And
for sure. So. My printer is offline from the last time that they turned the power off, and I didn't know it until I was in a rush to print shipping labels to again ship out our food. I'm in a rush to print these labels, and I still have yet to get back online. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I had to drive to my gym to go print some labels to ship food. So huge inconvenience for me.
So seeing a couple of questions pop up. Yes, we compare so every battery goes with the inverter, and the inverter's, it's called an inverter, invert from AC to DC. There's also like these charge controllers in there, and one really great inverter on the market that we pair with is called Solarc. And they have, with Solarc, they're the most versatile inverter on the market. And so you can integrate these systems with existing, they call it AC coupling, with existing solar systems. They're developing tech to pair it up with geothermal and with, wind. So it's an extremely versatile, high output inverter. The nice thing about our batteries, when you kind of look at apples to apples, us versus them, what we were going for is a really high output. And that's a big deal because we don't want you to just be able to power, your fridge and a couple lights. We want to power your entire home. So it's a 15 kilowatt output system. It's kind of our base model. And so you can run everything on it. And that's a big deal. People don't want to, and there's some really cool tech for these really smart panels or pieces that you put in your panel. So then you'll have full control on your phone. So when the power goes out, you've already designated which circuits you want to operate, right? And so, I mean, power goes off, 4 milliseconds later, your isolated loads are on. You have full control on your phone. You can, turn whatever you want on and off. And there's like really great AI on this. So it's like the tech coming out is pretty significant.
So Spencer, there's a question. I think Roxy says, can you integrate HomeGrid with an existing solar panel system?
Yeah, you can. Yep, absolutely. No big. It's extremely simple.
So okay, go ahead, Spencer.
Oh, and the install. I mean, I did it on. So my parents, they had it was an Enphase system. I'm not an electrician. Obviously, I have a lot of experience with our products, but myself and a good friend, we did it ourselves. It's very simple. Yeah, honestly, like what took the longest was driving to the store to get the parts for the conduit and whatnot. But
wow,
yeah, it's very, very simple.
So think about this. These shows coming up, this is why I'm having these products, because all of this stuff is going to be on the ranch. Even when we, at Roxy, if we can show the bubble huts. So imagine this, having GoSun, CEO Peter's coming up next on things. So Spencer, you haven't seen this. This is going to be at our event that I'm not talking about. So Terri, Roxy, Linda, you guys will be there. We're going to be in this. She's bringing a 12-footer. We will be the first to do an interview in the glamping, the bubble huts.
Oh, cool.
And you will meet Amy because she's the founder of this. And it'll be really, really cool because Spencer, having the HomeGrid, the bubble huts, and all these other things that I have, this is a minor version what I'm going to be having on the Dreamweaver Artist Ranch. That's why this stuff is important. And I keep telling people, it doesn't matter if you're in a building in Miami and the power goes up, we're not getting warnings on things like this at all. So that's why we have to be prepared. So when I go to the CES show, I think, Spencer, I'm going to run into you because you're in Henderson. I will be, I'll be at the convention center and I want to have them come down. And so again, this is our logo for Dreamweaver Artist Ranch. It's all about the artists. So we are not going to have any problems on anything that we're doing. This is why when I'm bringing all these companies together from around the world, we will be the best of what we're doing. And then so Linda, Terri, Tosh, and all for the other girls who are chiming in because they listen now, even when they're not on, we will have our broadcast center on this. So I already know the staff that I want from HomeGrid. And I just can't wait to get this. So that'll be fun. Hey Spencer, what you think of the bubble huts?
That was cool. Yeah, I live in Utah, so I love camping, and that was really fun.
Oh wow,
that was cool.
You'll meet Amy. She's excited. Terri, she's driving up there with her husband, and her daughter. Doesn't want to come right now because she's radiology school. I'm said your daughter's going to want to meet a bunch of people there. Go ahead, Terri.
What? No. I'm just excited because it's going to be really cool to do interviews because I mean that's my forte is red carpet interviewing, and like I haven't been able to do it since COVID, so I'm so excited. So
you will be very, very happy with all the people that I'm putting together. Linda and Tosh, my God, if you could see what I corralled last night, and I'm not even going to say anything because I'm not going to promote them.
Brian, my next on my list was going to be getting my travel in order for my trip in February to LA. And I just went through my calendar and the dates that we had discussed before. Am I going to be revising my dates? Or is this going to be another trip?
No, you're gonna keep the same dates. However, you got to take off. James, you'll love this. I might even invite James. I don't even know where he's from. I might just invite him. I like this guy. I haven't even met him yet.
He's a staple in our shows.
But it's one of the things where, Linda, I know you got to leave that Thursday to get back to Chicago. I don't think you're going to want to leave. Terri, she's not going to want to miss Max's event, is she?
No, Max has a great event. It's one of my favorites. And
is it before or after the Super Bowl, Brian?
No, it's before the Super Bowl.
So it's that Thursday before.
It's that same Thursday. His is at night. We're doing the day. We may even be going throughout the day and night. I only want to keep it for 5 hours, but it's getting bigger that everybody wants to extend it.
What am I going to wear?
You're going to be Linda Steele. Exactly. Yeah, your pink shoes. So Spencer, when you see Linda, hey Roxy, if you can go on Linda's website and find what Linda puts on.
Maybe not the website, but maybe my Instagram.
Yeah.
I look at Linda's shoes and I'm like, how do you walk in those? I mean, they're fabulous, but they're like, I feel like I would break an ankle.
I can run track in some of them. I'm really good at it.
That's impressive.
So, Spencer, what I'm working on right now, not working, I've actually got some things. I'm working on getting the girls' endorsements right now. So as Tosh and Nonstop Terry were talking about lipstick, I'm like, oh, I have a lipstick. I just haven't talked about it yet. Now, I can't use lipsticks, and no, I don't do drag or anything like that. This is for the girls. They deserve it. It's good to see what they do, and they've worked hard for doing all this stuff. So they deserve that. But Spencer, this is the fun part of everything because of all the things that are going on. So that's one image of Linda.
I could hardly see the heel. Like the heel is invisible.
It is pretty thin. That takes some talent to walk in those. I have to be honest. But the latex. Oh yeah, some good ones.
Linda, I'm the same way. Brian knows all I wear is silhouettes on the red carpet. It's all I wear.
Yeah, they're just so sharp. They just look so classy, so sexy.
They're a good weapon too.
They are.
So Spencer is going to come down. I've invited him and maybe one or two of his bosses to come down because I want them to see what we're putting together for stuff. Again, what I'm doing, I'm just putting everybody together around the world who haven't seen each other for 2, 4, 5 years. And like Tasha and I, we've never met, but we talk all the time. So it's like we've seen each other, but we haven't met, Spencer. How strange is that?
Sounds extremely fun.
So that's a interesting thing, and I have to say I'm excited about this because I have to get to the CES show first. I got a bunch of new companies that are chiming in with everything. People are throwing themselves at what we're doing. That's exciting, and I get a chance to say yes, yes, no, yes, yes, maybe. With the girls like this one, yes, which is why I'm at the lounge. So Terry, talk about why Cute Booty Lounge is when you come here. It's fun.
Because she's got so many amazing workout stuff that's cute because you all want to look cute at the gym. I'm gearing up to try to compete again this year. And so I want to be comfortable. I want to look cute. And she's got some lounge pants that you can actually use at the gym or wearing around the house that are so soft and so comfortable. I don't know if Linda has those, but I mean, oh my God. I mean, I want to just wear them all day long.
I don't have them. I'll have to get, and you know what? I'm irritated because I wore 2 pair of Cute Booty workout pants this week to work. Well, this week and last week. And I was so busy during the day that I never even took a selfie to post. And so I'm like, okay, I guess I have to wear them again soon because that's not cool.
What's good about them is because a lot of times you have, and
this is the other good pair. I love this one right here.
Cute.
But this is what I want to explain about the band around the waist. It kind of holds your waist in while it pulls your butt out. Yeah. And it's very flattering because a lot of the booty pants, I'm going to tell you, they pull your pants up, but then you have, how can I put it, like the little pooch? Even if you're skinny, because they push you up and then they pooch at your stomach. These hold your stomach in and push your butt up, and they just kind of compress you, kind of like Spanx do in a way. That's the only way I can explain it. But again, and like everybody who knows about a lot of the booty pants on the market, and you know this, Linda, too. You know how they like kind of push you up? But they push your stomach out. Yeah. You know? So.
Yeah.
So Spencer, I don't know if you have a girlfriend, if you're married, or anything like that. Ask her if she knows anything about Cute Booty. And if she does, watch her mouth drop. Because that's who I am. So we have to say thanks, to Kelly Nishimoto because we have a lot of great stuff coming on, and Coco Ice-T's wife is one of her good friends. So Linda, this is what I'm going to do. Based on your time, I will have you come with me, Terry, and Tosh, and everybody will come. We'll make a special trip to the lounge. How's that?
Beautiful. Let's do it.
You'll have fun with that.
Shopping spree.
Huh? What, Terry?
We'll just do a girls' shopping spree.
With Brian.
And we'll take all cute photos.
Okay.
Hey, I've been pushing them to make guy stuff. All of a sudden, they're starting to make guy stuff. I'm excited, and I'm not even a woman.
Well, now you have to post pictures, Brian. Now that they're making stuff for men.
I'll leave that to you guys to do that. No, that's the fun part of the thing. No, I'll leave you guys to do it. You guys can do it better than I can. Plus, they rather look at you. They don't need to look at me. I'll just put stuff together behind. Just think of me as the Wizard of Oz. I'll be behind a green curtain, just putting everything together, and you guys can be out there having fun.
The Wizard of Oz. You said the Wizard of Oz.
Well, I could have said the Wizard of Oz, but I didn't.
I'm teasing you.
So, Spencer, what do you think of the girls so far?
Yeah, you guys are awesome. So we're all hanging in the ranch, I guess. Sounds amazing.
No, and that's the fun part. That's why this is putting everything together, slowly but surely introducing those companies that people might not have known of. I mean, Linda, you didn't know anything about HomeGrid. Tasha didn't. Terry didn't. But I've been talking about these things, so now they get a chance to see what we're talking about.
No, absolutely. Yeah, we're fairly new. We've been the engineering team has been developing this for a while, but we were acquired by a group called Lithium, and we're backed financially by a really large energy conglomerate. We were getting the systems in place and just refining the tech, but now that we have it down, we're ready to really blast this out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So the other thing about Giving Tuesday, since it's Tuesday, it's really, really important. Linda, you have a favorite charity that you like.
I do.
Talk about that.
My charity is Little Sisters of the Poor. It's St. Joe's Little Sisters of the Poor. It is a home for the elderly, and it is run by nuns. These nuns are no joke, though. Like, they have so much fun. It's not like you have to sit there like you do in Catholic school and really behave. Like, they are fun. They're funny. They have happy hour on Sundays. They celebrate holidays. They do New Year's Eve just like the rest of us. They just have the countdown at like 8 p.m. instead of midnight. But they just are just a bunch of great people. The residents are fabulous. The staff is fabulous. The volunteers and the benefactors are amazing. This charity is not funded by the Archdiocese, and they also are not funded by the state. So they make their money strictly on donations, benefactors, volunteers, fundraisers. So periodically you'll see me selling something. Sometimes it's a bikini or something, but I donate the money to St. Joe's. They don't know exactly where the money's coming from. They probably wouldn't care, but at the same time, I'm not going to be like, look, I just sold this great bikini and here's all the money. So I give them the money on the D-low. I don't tell them what I had to do it. Hi, Nicholas. Isn't the golfing nun from among the? Yes, the golfing nun. So I was at one of the fundraisers back in September, and they have all these. You can buy raffle tickets, and a couple of things that you could do is you can putt against a nun. And
that sounds exciting.
Oh yeah, I mean, but they're so great. They're so fun. And I met this one sister. She was from the Chicago location. Now there's two locations. The one that my mom is at, she's at the Palatine location. We thought that was the fun one. So when I met sister, I don't remember her name now. Her name is escaping me. But when I met sister from the fun home, I went, hold on, there's a better home than Palatine. She says, oh yeah, I'm at the fun home in Chicago. I said, don't tell my mother that. She's going to put in for a transfer immediately. She thought she was at the home. She makes the home fun. And now she hits a win, catches one of that. It's all over. She's going to be running the show there.
So here's another thing that's going on with this. I want people to give to that foundation, Linda, because it's Giving Tuesday. So Giving Tuesday, you give to whoever your favorite charity is, what it is. I want to do this for the rest of the year. Going into this time next year, I think that's special. And when we go to Chicago, because I'm setting it up, so Linda, you don't know this. So Terry, you don't know. Tasha, you don't know yet. So the update on the Beloit International Film Festival, we're going in for either 3 or 4 days. It's right about February 25th. We will have our own panel. I told Greg, I talked to him yesterday, that we have to have Linda, we have to have Tosh. I'm going to see about getting Jessica Sherry. Will be able to come now out of Canada. And I'm going to put, as I said, I'm going to put us back together in our panel, Terry, like we did in Tennessee.
Good.
And Terry, if you want to talk about what we did in that panel in Tennessee, go for it.
Yes. I
Okay,
did.
so when we went to Tennessee, we had a panel talking about social media, influencers, what it takes to be successful, how to brand yourself, and it was really a lot of fun. It was my first panel of that caliber, and so yeah, we
had 44 people in there. Ours was the only one that was packed.
Yeah, it was. I mean, everybody wanted to come and see us, so it was very empowering to talk about, what we've been doing, because like sometimes I think you do red carpet interviews and you do this stuff and you don't really think about how other people want to do this and find out how to do it, you know what I mean, Brian? So it's kind of cool to look back and explain to people what I've gone through or what we've gone through to get to where we're at, because it's a lot of work. You don't just walk on the red carpet and just become, an entertainment host or a social media influencer. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication. So it was kind of fun to to talk about that and talk about our experiences. Would you agree, Brian?
Absolutely. So with Spencer, so with Terri, think about this. So Terri, you're thinking of how the Golden Globes are set up. You're being set up so that you talk to everybody who walks that red carpet. You will be the official red carpet host. Not me. I hate doing that stuff.
Because you know I love to do that.
You get to do that stuff. So everybody that stops in there has to go by Terri first. So that'll be the great thing about that, because she will get everybody. And Terri, all I can say, you better be rested, because you're going to get a lot of people. It's going to be a long ass day for you.
I miss these events. So, I mean, I just I live for that stuff. I like to get, again, when you interview these people, it's about them, but it's just so fun to get dressed up and be on the red carpet and, find about people's new projects and find out what's going on in their life. I mean, I don't know. I really like it. And of course, who doesn't like to get glammed up?
Linda, Tosh.
Hello.
So Spencer, the other thing about Terri is I always remind her that she has over 3 million views and counting. She has so many views that I don't even want to go back and count it, because I have to go back to the YouTube channel, and it takes me forever because she's done this interview. One, I still don't understand it. It's got 18,000 views and still counting. And it's with I forgot what her name is. And it keeps going up, and I just don't understand it, because I can see Tosh can see in the analytics. It just keeps going up, and I'm like, what is it about this interview? When I don't put new stuff up, they go back to the old stuff, and they keep pushing the stuff up. That's what's fun about the stuff. And then now we have a new outlet. We have the Dreamweaver Arts. So pushing on that, we have Linda, you don't even know about this. Tosh, I sent you to FanMar. So we're going to be doing something with FanMar because they want influencers. So they want to bring us to other brands. So more companies keep coming into the stuff that we're doing. Spencer, that's why I wanted HomeGrid, Energy for all this stuff, because now you're going to get a chance to see exactly what we're doing. But you'll get a chance to see the first look the first week of February during Super Bowl week. That's what makes it special. And that's going to be really, really fun. And yes, Sherry Nelson is coming in. I won't tell you what she had to do to come in, but she's coming in.
I'm glad it's finally.
Yeah.
That
so,
is great.
So for Beloit, so yes, not too far from Chicago. So I'm setting stuff up. And then the Lowe's Hotel in Chicago, Linda, that's going to be one of the places that we stay when we come visit you.
Great. So I don't have to set up my guest bedrooms for all of you? Okay.
No.
So Spencer, if you've ever seen Linda's closet, Linda, I'm going to take a picture of your closet so I can show people, because they won't believe what she has. She's got this whole shoe closet and everything.
I'll take a good one. I'll do a nice panoramic of my shoe room. Let's do that.
That's hilarious.
Wait, Linda,
shelves. Yes.
I want to know more about this movie. You kind of left me wondering, what are you going to be? What is your role?
So it is a movie called Anomaly, and I am playing the star role of Rachel. She's a police officer.
That's exciting.
Ooh, I can totally see that. I see you being such a badass police officer.
And it's funny, Tosh, because when I was asked by this director one time before to do a movie, and I didn't want to do it. For one, there was a sex scene in the movie that he originally asked me to do. I wasn't comfortable with that. But secondly, I thought, I'm not an actress. I've never done this before. No, I'm just not going to do it. And then I came to a point in my life. There's a time in your life, and I can't, everyone's a little different, but I hit a point in my life where I decided I am not going to say no to things. I'm not going to say no to anything that I might regret one day. I'm going to take every opportunity that I can. He happened to come to me and ask again, would you be, I want you to play the star role in this movie. And it's a horror flick. I don't even like scary movies. So I was like, oh, I don't know. So I find it funny because he asked me to play the star in this horror flick. And so I tell people, one, I don't like scary movies. Two, I've never acted. So naturally I said yes. It just makes sense.
You'll be great.
Well, the screams will be real then.
They're going to be real. This will be no joke. But it's been really great because like I said, I've taken a couple acting lessons and I've learned a lot from them. And one of my biggest fears was I've never acted. I mean, so much can go wrong. And the director said, you know what, Linda, I've seen you perform with your workout videos. I've seen you do interviews. I've seen you in front of the camera. I can teach anyone how to act, but I can't teach somebody how to use a firearm. I happen to know how to use firearms. I can't teach somebody how to have an authoritative way about them. You can teach that, but if you already have somebody who has that naturally, then you're golden. I don't have a lot to learn. So, well, I shouldn't say that. Jennifer Aniston's going to be rolling over. Oh, here, I'm just going to walk on screen. I don't have a lot to learn because I'm bossy. So I think it's going to go okay. I'm 100% prepared for all the bad critics, and but I get that already. You either love me or you hate me, and there's really no in between. So I'm just ready. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, my New Year's resolution is to not listen to anybody but myself.
Yeah, I've been doing that for years. My motto is I'm at my age, I'm not going to ask for permission and I'm not going to ask for forgiveness. I'm moving forward in life.
And as you would say, Linda, as long as your mom likes you, that's all that matters, right?
That's right. My mom and my 3 daughters, and that's all I care about.
Well, we love you, Linda. So
thank you. Thank you.
Spencer,
I love you guys too.
You have any questions for the young ladies?
No, that was awesome. You guys are killing it in life.
So Spencer, talk about this. Do you have any music that you like, or any movies that you particularly are drawn to? Because it is movie reviews and more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a pretty big critic of movies.
Great.
I feel like last year, maybe it was this year. I feel like it's all blending now. I feel like The Platform on Netflix was really good. Like that was a really great movie.
That was a really good movie. I just see that one.
I didn't love Dune, but I feel like I didn't love the book Dune either. So, but I felt like the production value was pretty great. And then that new Wes Anderson was really fun. Great job on that.
Hey, did you see King Richard yet?
No, was it good? I was
It's
looking
very,
at that.
very good.
Okay.
Yeah, Will Smith was there last night, and so he's my pick to win for best actress. Not actress, best actor. For King Richard.
Dang, Will, get after it, man. Best actress.
Yeah. Linda, did you see it yet? Because she has her own rating system with her barbells.
I have not. I've not been good at keeping up with the movies right now. I've just been so preoccupied with so many things. Yes, so preoccupied. I've been keeping myself so busy.
Golfing, traveling.
Yes, all of it. Again, I'm just not saying no. I'm just not saying no.
And your boss, your daughter, telling you what to do for macro-made meals.
Mm-hmm. Wait till I try to get that Friday off in LA. I'm going to have to really pull some strings to get that Friday off if I can.
I know. I put in a call to your daughter to ask for early permission, so I want to see if I can get Kendall to come some kind of way.
I know. Well, that would be great if I can get her to come too, and maybe we could just push meal prep up a day or two. This might work. I would love to have her. I would love to have her there. This is something that she's really earned, and I'd love to have her.
I'll tell you why, because we have Max Soto, Terry's friend. That's Linda's daughter, Kendall. I can only imagine what kind of boss she is.
She's so fabulous. We laugh because my mom, Barbara Biancalana, she helps with the meal prep stuff, and she'll do the sauce cups and so forth. And every now and again she can't make it, and Kendall will text her and say, I don't recall seeing your vacation request come through. Can you explain why you clocked in late today? Because
That's hilarious.
Yeah, she's funny about it.
So the other thing about that is, Linda, talk about your mom. Why is she important to you?
She has been such a cheerleader to me my whole life, really. But part of my book is discussing the obstacles that I've had to go through in life in order to, and still remain successful and still remain focused. And my mom saw everything that went on in my life, and she was just there. When I would fall, she would be there. If I succeeded, she would be pushing me forward. If it didn't matter what kind of day I was, she was always there. And she just is such a good person. She's always, even when I first had kids and I had a small business, a gift basket business, she would go with me to the little shows that I would be in. She would promote my business. She tells everybody, it's almost embarrassing to me when I walk into Little Sisters and everybody knows everything about me. Oh my gosh, you're a model. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I'm always like, Mom, oh my God. Like, it's she just brags about me so much, and I don't even know what to say. But so anyway, she just is such a supporter with my business, my daughter's business, the whole family. She's just good with everybody.
And your social media sites, social media links?
Social media, Linda Steele Fitbod on Instagram, Linda Steele Hot 1 on Twitter, and Linda Steele Hotbod is my website.
And Nonstop, give your social media links. What do you want to accomplish between now and the end of the year, as I'm getting you on Karen Glasser's show for next year?
Terri Marie Nonstop on all platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Then my website is terrimarieofficial.com. And what do I want to accomplish by the end of the year?
Yes.
We don't have very many weeks left. I have my plan and my vision board ready to go for 2022.
Oh, that's good. That's important.
Yeah.
All right. So Tosh, you're next with this. All right. So what do you want to accomplish between now and the end of the year? We have to finish the year strong. No taking 2021 energy into the new year.
Yes.
Yeah. So, honestly, I really want to hit a radio station in Miami. That's honestly my goal right now. Miami is such a hard city, as an independent artist, to get your song onto a radio station. So for me to do that will be really, really awesome.
And Linda and your mom thanks you.
I see that.
I'm just relaying the message.
Yeah,
I'm just the messenger.
I saw her comment. You're just the messenger.
And Spencer, so why should people check out HomeGrid Energy? Why is it important to have? Because this is going to be something big, especially when I start showcasing it on our ranch.
I think the biggest reason people would want to do it is push the power back in their hands. That resiliency, that independence is pretty important, especially when it is significantly, cheaper than a lot of alternate options, including the utility space. So, instead of going with your utility provider, you can be completely independent, not have to worry about blackouts, and, contribute to the green energy push.
And as I always say with this is, it doesn't matter where you live, you're going to have more and more outages. So it's just like earthquake preparedness in California, except it doesn't matter where you live. You can have an earthquake anywhere now. So you have to be prepared for all of these things. And a lot of these products are going to be shown at the Dreamweaver Artist Ranch and at the event that we're doing next year. I'm still not going to say where it is, but it'll be outside in the roof. It'll be fun. There'll be a lot of people there. And I'm just, as I say, I'm putting the band back together where everybody can come together and see everything in one place. And the Dreamweaver Artist Ranch, again, since it's Giving Tuesday for a whole year, please donate to that, because everything goes into the artists. Everything goes into maintaining it and being self-reliant. And for sustainability, environmentally friendly, and net zero, meaning no plastic on our ranch. These things are really important. I'm all about saving the environment and Mother Nature, and you can't get any better than that. So, as I always say, I got to thank everybody. Spencer, thanks for coming on. Yeah, have a good night tonight, a better night tomorrow. If you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it, especially now. I'm Brian Sebastian. This is Movie Reviews and More, and we will see you next week.